Well, hello there. You're watching In the Cave Fantasy Football with the four horsemen Vince, Danny, Mikey, and Jason. And you already know shenanigans are incoming. Stay tuned.
Gotta get hype! Can you feel me? Now, can you dig it?
Now, can you dig it?
Great
I like
intro.
that. That's cool. Yeah, I got to talk to him. I don't know why my name's last, but it is what it is. Racist. What's up, Cowboy Nation? What's up, fantasy football connoisseurs? You're in the cave with Jason, Vince, Mikey, and Danny D. And the D is capitalized. What's up, guys? How you guys feeling tonight?
What's up?
You guys good?
I'm doing good.
Chilling. Is Vince calm?
What's up, Vince?
Calm in the basement? He's a little quiet. You all right, Vince?
Vince is locked in. Vince is locked in right now.
He's ready. He's ready
in
to
the
pounce
zone.
on us. He's good to go. Yeah. So what's up, guys? We went through some receivers last week, and we're gonna go through some receivers and tight ends today. Before that, though, let's hit a little news. Well, first, have you guys done any fantasy drafts yet? Have you seen how it has been going on out there? Any one of you three?
I have.
No, actually, we do.
Draft.
We're doing ours. I think the week before the season starts. So I have two that I'm doing, and then ours. Not sure about the other guys.
I just did a fantasy draft last Thursday, so that was fun.
Is that the one where you drafted Jalen Hurts?
No, that was the one before.
Hey, what was your position in that draft? What draft position?
I out of 14, I was 12. So I played it risky. I got CD in the first and Garrett Wilson in the second. Then I got Najee Harris, who I talked about. I said he's my sleeper. I got him in the third. And I'm loaded on receivers. And I got another sleeper receivers I'll talk about in a little bit.
Jesus, 14 people? That's great. That's a lot.
14 people. Mm-hmm.
How'd you think you did?
Oh, I think I got the best team in the league, to be honest. I think my receiving core is going to lead me to the championship.
To the ship?
Mm-hmm.
Is it PPR or standard?
PPR.
I love PPR. And then receivers, like you hit the nail on the head. Receivers in the PPR are ball out, man. That's how I won my championships. Two-time champ. Ain't bragging, but it is what it is. All right, so let's get into some news real quick. So Dalvin Cook to the Jets. You guys know what's up, Doug? What's up?
What's up, Doug?
Dalvin Cook to the Jets. So what does that mean for Breece Hall? So I found it funny how when they announced Dalvin Cook to the Jets, all of a sudden they activate Breece Hall from the PUP. So it was like he was like, you know what? They signed this. I'm good. I'll play in my bootstraps. I'll play in my crutches. What are you guys thinking about? What do you say, Vince, about Breece Hall draft value now?
It went down a little bit, but I'd say he's still a good. I'm not confident on him, but I'm more confident in Dalvin Cook now. He's going to get the goal line carries, I feel, and if there is a Breece Hall re-injury, Dalvin Cook can skyrocket.
True. Well, Breece Hall averaged ADPs towards the end of the third, and so for your Breece Hall fantasy owners, you might have to go ahead and grab Cook as injury buffer. He is coming off an ACL injury, but who knows? I mean, you could get Cook in the beginning of the sixth, maybe end of the seventh. I don't know. You're not gonna draft. So let me guess, Vince. You don't draft the backup running back. You don't draft a backup.
I do draft a backup running back,
but on the same team, like a Hall and a Cook.
No, I don't do that. I don't handcuff now.
Yes, I am a Giants fan, but I live in Tampa, so I had to represent the team. But
yeah, with the Broncos poster behind me.
I was gonna ask Jason, why are you wearing a Bucs jersey if you're a Cowboys fan?
It is what it is. I support. It ain't where you're.
Who's on the jersey?
At,
Jason's a Bucs season ticket holder.
That's right.
It
was for all you money makers. For all you money makers out there, it was an investment. So I bought these tickets when they still had Jameis. We know Jameis. Sorry, Vince. Jameis was a bum for Tampa.
I love Jameis.
I knew he was on his way out. And so I was like, look, I thought it was going to be Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers has a home in Florida. Let's go. It's an investment. I get it on 50 cents on the dollar, and I ended up getting Brady. I got Brady. So I went to home games for free for the last 2 years because of Brady. So I lucked out. I can't hate. So then now Zeke to the Patriots. Cowboy Nation. How you feeling about that? I like Zeke. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a good running back, but Ramondre Stevenson, what does that do for both of those guys' draft value?
I think it brings them both. I think it brings Ramondre Stevenson down, especially because Zeke was already like going to be undrafted anyway. I don't think anyone's going to take him anyway in their fantasy league unless it was like maybe the last round. But
Right.
his stock
Yeah,
might have went
Ramondre-
up, but Ramondre Stevenson, I say, went down.
He has to go down. Right now, his average ADP is the top of the third. You know, Zeke is a steal. I wouldn't say steal because we don't know what he's done, but he's going in the 14th round.
Well, you know the Patriots, they always do crazy things with the running backs. And the running backs are somewhat successful. They're not going to get you, 1,500 yards. But it seems like every other week, I think he's going to shine. I think he's going to get a lot of goal line. He's going to be what was that guy's name they used to have back in the day?
James, was it James White?
No.
Michelle.
No. Oh, gee. LeGarrette Blount.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be like a bruising type back. So I think he's going to get a lot of the rough yards for them.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've always liked Blunt. I've always liked James White. So, I mean, what do you say, Vince? How do you feel about it? I know you always got something
I feel like
to say.
Ramondre goes down about a round and a half. I still feel like I wasn't high on Ramondre to begin with because I don't like him as a running back. But with Zeke there, I feel like it could be better for him because I'm not sure what that means.
What do you say?
I don't understand that. But it could because most running back cores, that's like a 1-2 punch, and that could be better for Ramondre. I don't think it's going to tank his value, but I think he'll go in like the 5th.
Yeah, I was thinking of pissing off Cowboy Nation with this picture of Zeke, but they're lucky I can't get
Piss him
pulled
off.
up
Go.
right now. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
What the hell are you doing?
Oh, he's exposing. Exposed.
Jesus.
Wait, is that where you work?
Is that Danny in the football?
What the hell are you looking
Hey,
at?
Doug.
We're looking at a work email.
Are you seeing the picture? You guys not seeing the picture?
No,
we're
not
seeing your work email.
Get out of here! No way! All right, well, get out of here. We're gonna stop sharing that. Don't send me no emails. Don't send me no
That's
emails.
karma. That's
come
karma for trying to piss off.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back.
That's
Typical
karma.
Giants fan. Don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Here we
That's
go,
karma for
Broncos
pissing
fan.
off
Here we
Cowboy
go.
Nation.
The Broncos are going to the ship. Here we go. That's what I get for trying to piss off the Cowboy Nation. They got me. It is what it is. All right, so let's get into some receivers, man. So last week we went through pretty much receivers 25 to 11, right? And we went through Judy, Godwin, Hopkins, Samuel, Ridley, Cooper, Metcalf, all those guys. So now we're gonna highlight the top 10 and go through tight ends this week. All right. So the consensus for the top 10 receiver, number 10 is Garrett Wilson. You got Aaron Rodgers, you got Dalvin Cook, you got Breece Hall. What's going on? How you guys feel about Wilson, Vince?
I agree. I have him at 10 as well. I feel like he's a great candidate to blow up. He just needs that quarterback help. He blew up last year with Elijah Mitchell gone, and he didn't have squat for his quarterback, but I feel like he could do even better with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, facts.
I agree. It kind
What about you, Mikey?
of reminds me of when Brett Favre went to the Vikings, and you had that receiver Sidney Rice. He just blew up. He was just an average receiver. I mean, Garrett Wilson's a good receiver, but Sidney Rice blew up when Favre got there. I think it's going to be that type of situation, especially with Cook. It's going to totally open up that passing game for them. I think they're going to be a dangerous team.
I agree.
So
I also think Garrett Wilson. I have him at 10 too because, like I said, I did take him in the second round. I think he's gonna be a big fantasy pickup for any team for fantasy football. He has Aaron Rodgers. He has the team. I think he puts up great numbers with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, facts. I agree. I think they can.
You just think the Jets. You always think the Jets. They think.
No, yeah.
So it's always hard
It's
to
so
pick.
weird.
But
It's hard to bet on them, man. It's hard to bet on
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
You know, I mean, you got Buffalo, you got Miami, right? I mean, so
there's
I
going to
don't
be some shootouts in that division.
know. Yeah, give me a call, Doug. Give me a call. You know what? Because my prediction right now is just give me a call after week 1. We'll talk. You know what? I'll say it right here live, right? The Cowboys beat the Giants week 1. I'll wear maybe a Cowboys hat to the next podcast.
How about you wear that wrestling mask throughout the show?
You gotta wear the wrestling mask.
We'll see. We'll make a bet with Doug. Doug has to send in a pic of him in the Giants mask. We'll see what's up. But yeah, no, that's true, man. I think Wilson's a breakout candidate. That guy's gonna be. I think he's gonna be a beast with Rodgers. They're definitely gonna be able to run the ball. I heard interesting stats. So it's week 1, Jets and Buffalo, right? So you have Dalvin James Cook versus James Dalvin Cook. Yes, they're brothers. Thank you, Danny. But I thought that was pretty cool. You know. All right, so number 9. So the consensus of number 9 across the board is Devontae Adams. You know, you got Jimmy G. Maybe Jacobs if he decides to come play, you know, if he doesn't want to lose some game checks. How do you guys feel about Adams this year?
I always liked Adams, but I don't know about the quarterback situation. That's kind of tough, especially if Jacobs doesn't play. I just feel like they're going to double Devontae Adams the whole game.
Yeah, facts.
I think he gets doubled up anyways because we play him twice a year. But yeah, no Jacobs is bad news for any receiver on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Vince, what you think?
I still like Devontae Adams. I have him ranked 6th overall. I don't care if Jacobs plays or not. I feel like it's better for him if Jacobs doesn't play. Since more targets, and he has a better quarterback, in my opinion. I feel like Jimmy G is better than Derek Carr.
No,
but
facts.
You got to think about it that Jimmy G, he doesn't have much confidence to him, but Zamir White is a backup running back who performed pretty well for the Raiders, but I think it's still a fair offense. I still think he can get those PPR points.
Jeff,
what's up, Big Perm?
Whatever, Jeff.
Big Perm.
Whatever, Jeff.
Well, Devontae Adams, 1,500 yards last year. Interesting stat on Devontae Adams. Are you ready for this? So, reception percentage for the team, he takes up 30% of the reception percentage and 50% of the team's touchdowns. 50%. So if Jimmy G could get it going, Jacobs come back and play it. That guy won me my championships, you know. So I love Adams. It's just the things going on right now, you know. We're not going to tell you the obvious guys to pick, folks. We're going to tell you play the ADP, play the news. You know, you got to know what's going on. You know, we're not going to just give you the obvious picks. You know what I'm saying? We want you to win your fantasy championship so you can be like us and maybe get into the big boy leagues that we're in, you know. Number 8 consensus is I have him, AJ Brown. I don't know what you guys have for 8, but AJ Brown, what are you guys feeling? I'm Philly.
Nah,
I don't like AJ Brown.
No?
Nah, AJ Brown is a good receiver, bro. What are you talking about? He had a good year last year.
He was a stud last year.
Okay, he's a good, but I feel like you're drafting him at a ceiling at this point. I feel like Devontae Smith's gonna have more role in this offense, and I feel like everyone's gonna know their game plan since they saw it last year. But I do think I have AJ Brown ranked as my 7 receiver. You're drafting him at a ceiling at that point. That's all I have to say.
No, it's true. I mean, if you're gonna grab AJ Brown right now, his average ADP is at the end of the first. So if you're comfortable,
oh yeah,
I think you can't go wrong with either.
Yeah, I don't
you
think
really
you can
can't.
go wrong with either.
Yeah,
you can't.
Yeah, AJ Brown's going at the end of the first, so I like him. You know, obviously Philly's the consensus to win the East, so Vince knows nothing. Yo, I love you guys. Keep chiming in, man. Keep chiming in. Look, Vince is pretty cool right now. He took his Prozac or whatever he took in the basement. He's chill. Don't rile him up.
Don't mess with me too much.
Yeah.
I'll start yelling. You don't want me yelling. You don't want me to start. Oh,
yo, this guy, I think he's gonna have a big year, man. I have him at number 7 in my books. I'm on Ron St. Brown for Detroit. How you guys feeling about this guy?
I
1,100
like,
yards.
I like him. He had a great
I
year
like him
last
too.
year. He's I think the team's a lot better. I think he can have a better year than last year.
I agree. I think he can have a better year than last year. The Lions have a lot more weapons, I think, in my opinion, they do. I mean, they got Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery. They have Jamison Williams when he comes back from suspension. So it's just going to open up the offense a lot.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I like him. I like him a lot.
What you think, Vince?
I like Amon-Ra. I like him, but once Jameson comes back, I feel like it could hurt him a little bit. But I feel like Amon-Ra is a very good receiver to draft in fantasy this year. I have him ranked number 9 on my list.
Yeah, I got him number 10.
He's just above AJ Brown for me, but I feel like that's fair enough. Because he's going at the beginning of the second.
Right. Yeah, you're gonna have to get him early. So I don't know. That's what's up. All right, we already know. Go ahead, Cowboy Nation. I got number 6, CeeDee Lamb. I think his guys he's creeping into Vince's square.
That's your girl, Jeff. That's not me.
You're there on one tonight. Lions are overrated. Yeah. What do you guys feel about
I don't
that?
know.
Lions are winning the division.
I
Period.
think they can win a division. I
They're
think they
winning the
can.
division.
I agree.
Great
Winning the
coach,
division.
great team. I love that coach. Good energy.
No, I love the coach. Yeah.
Former
Yeah, I mean,
Cowboy, I
great
believe,
coach.
too.
Over Jordan Love and Fields and all those guys.
Fields is good, man. They just don't have anybody for him.
Yeah.
He's a one-man show.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. It's possible. The Lions always give you that hope, and then just like Danny D, they let you down when it counts.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 5, man. This guy's a beast. I love this guy. I have Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, his average ADP right now, he's going towards the end of the first round. How you guys feel?
Yeah. No, that's right.
That's
I
about
agree.
right.
I mean, yep.
Yeah, a lot of draft
That's where he
capital.
went in my league, ended the first round. I think Diggs, I don't know, because it seemed like him and Josh Allen had beef in the offseason, so we'll have to see about that.
I had Diggs last year, and I didn't like him. I'm not drafting him this year unless I have to. He would have a good game, then a bad game, then a good game. He was so inconsistent for me.
Would you take CeeDee Lamb over Stephon Diggs, Danny?
Ooh.
I had CeeDee Lamb, and yes, I would.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
okay. Diggs last year, 11 touchdowns, 1,450 yards. Just saying, 156
Actually, I think
targets.
CD will have a better year than Diggs.
I agree. I think he will too.
It's fair.
You're betting on Dak at that point, though. You're betting on Dak. You know what I
Dak
mean?
is a good quarterback.
I'm not.
Dak is not a good quarterback.
Oh, don't
sorry.
say Dak three times.
No.
Mike Tags will hop in.
Wait.
He's-
Last year,
He's
He
not a
throws
good
for
quarterback.
yards.
He's a decent quarterback.
He's going to win you a
Triple
He's a
double
decent
interceptions.
quarterback.
He
I
throws
can
for
name
yards.
backup quarterbacks that are better than Dak Prescott. Gardner Minshew is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. I'm sorry. I said
Here
it.
we go.
Gardner Minshew is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott.
Get the
Too
hell,
bad.
dude! Are you high?
Cry about
He
it.
likes the
Cry about it.
stash.
He's
likes
off
to
his
stash.
medications. He is
Stop.
All right,
off
you have a
medications.
30-year-old quarterback that hasn't done jack squat in the past what? He's been drafted in 2016. He hasn't done anything in 8 years almost.
Here we go, folks.
I can't take him serious.
That's why he was.
I just
That's
can't.
why he
I
was
can't.
drafted so late.
I can't.
Here
I
we go,
can't
folks.
take him
That's
serious.
insane.
I can't. Hey,
I can't believe he just said that.
I don't
too
know.
bad.
I mean, you got all the weapons there. You got all the tools to be successful, but I don't agree with Vince. I do like Dak, but I agree with Vince in the sense that it's put up or shut up year. Let's be honest.
I don't know about that running game though, man. That's what's
What
going to make or
running
break him.
Oh
What,
man,
the
Pollard and
Cowboys?
Deuce. Woo, that's a
Stop.
good one too.
They have a good run.
Yeah.
Did
No,
you not see Deuce in the first game of his career?
Deuce is having a fantastic camp,
Stop.
fantastic
Deuce?
preseason.
Deuce ran all over the Jaguars.
You're counting on preseason? Stop.
No,
I
I'm
mean,
not. But I'm saying
stop.
you got to look at the potential.
You practice
that
how
Deuce
you play.
can bring.
You practice how you play. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
Well, the weapons are there. So
No, the
I think-
weapons aren't there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's put up or shut up for Dak this year. You know what I'm saying?
I took
Yeah.
I took Dak in that fantasy league, so
Of
I got a
course you
lot of hype
did,
for Dak.
Mike. Of
I had
course
to
you
get the
did.
combo. Think about
Oh,
it.
whatever.
Dak and CD on the same team. That's a lot of points right there.
That's a lot of points you don't get when they had a bad week too. I mean, they're in the same squad. I get it. I
Well,
get it. But
whatever.
we're trying to get people to win their fantasy leagues, not just ride their team. 88. 88's open. 88.
All right.
All right.
We'll see.
Number four, Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp. The guy's a beast. We already know this. I think he was hurt part of the season, right?
Yeah.
800
He's hurt right
yards, 6
now.
touchdowns. He's hurt right now still.
Hey, he hurt
No, I
his
thought
hamstring.
he just got activated. Let's check on
Yeah,
that.
but I don't trust that hamstring. They always come back.
Facts.
Look
Facts.
at Keenan Allen last year. He had a hurt hamstring and he missed literally the whole season.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting fact on Cooper Kupp. 31% target share, 34% receiving share, 66% of the team's touchdowns. I think he's like number one in terms of a receiver with the percentage of teams' touchdowns. So
he's going to get a ton of targets.
Yeah.
He's not going to get open.
Just like a freshman in college, a freshman girl in college. Vince, I know you're waiting to say something. What's up, man? How you feeling about Cooper Kupp?
Looks like he wants to kill us.
If Cooper Kupp was healthy, I love him. He's a great PPR receiver to have, but he scares me with the hammy injury. And his quarterback scares me, whose reoccurring injury could affect him again because Matthew Stafford is not always healthy. And even if he was activated or not, activation means nothing, as we know from last season. I don't know if you guys remember the Keenan Allen game where Keenan Allen was activated for a game and people started him and he played one snap and left the game. And that was it. Mm-hmm. But I feel, that means nothing.
No, facts. I mean, if Cooper Kupp is going high right now. He's at the end of the first. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's too high for my blood. I love him. But like you said, those hamstring injuries, they linger. Look, listen, I was playing cornhole one time and I celebrated too hard and I tore my hammy. That shit ain't been right since, man. And I was like, at the same time. And I am telling you right now, that shit hurts to this day. And this was like 2 years ago. I'm no Kupp. I'm not in their shape, but I know injuries and they do linger. They do linger. All right, so let's get to the top three. We already freaking know who the top three is. Number 3 for me is Tyreek Hill.
I always like Tyreek Hill. I think, especially with him and Waddle, I think he's gonna have the same season he had last year. He said he's gonna go for 2,000 yards this season, so we'll see how that goes.
Now, or do you feel the same about him with or without Tua? Because there's a chance
Tua. He's a game changer.
Yeah.
Is White the backup?
Game changer. Yeah. No, they don't have Teddy Bridgewater no more. He's on the Lions. Yeah, Mike White is a backup. Yeah, Mike White's a backup. But Tyreek Hill is a game changer for any team that he's on. I don't care what team he's on. He's a game changer.
Yeah, facts. They just got to get him the ball.
Mm-hmm. They gave him the ball last year. And
1,700 yards.
16, something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
7 touchdowns, 1,700 yards. That was a phenomenal player.
Yeah.
What do you say, Vince, on Hill? How you feeling?
I like Tyreek.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say. He's a good player. He's Jalen Waddle next to him, so it could eat up receptions. There's been games where they've both done well, and there's been games where it's just been Waddle or just been Hill. But you have a very good chance with Tyreek Hill, no matter what.
No, I agree. But for me, that division has a great defense.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
You got to think about that when you draft some of these players. Who 100%. Are they playing? What defenses are they playing?
100%. We could talk all day about players' talents, but again, we're talking fantasy football. We're talking working the ADP. We're talking defenses. You know what I mean? You got to be real. So if you're going to draft a guy like Tyreek Hill at the middle of the first round, this guy needs to be balling out at the majority of your league. You know what I mean? 80% or more. And if you have a tough defense and a quarterback that may or may not be concussed or hurt, that's too high for me. I'm telling you, I won't draft him if he falls to me. I'm not. But it is what it is. I'm different.
Would you take Stephon Diggs over him?
Ooh, man, now you cooking with grease. I think I would, man. You got Diggs with Allen. I love Allen.
No chance.
I love Josh Allen. I love that defense.
No chance.
I think I will. I think Diggs
You
wants to come
got
out
if
and
it's
show.
PPR.
Stephon
especially
Diggs is a
Tyreek Hill.
crybaby, and he's 30 years old. He's in his last years of his career. He's an old man. He's not going to make it any much farther.
I get it.
I'm saying if it's
He's probably going to
PPR,
end up
I'd
in
go
Dallas playing with his brother.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool if that did happen. But
All right.
if it's PPR, Tyreek's gonna get you that run after catch no matter what. So
All right, Stephon
Diggs
Diggs. Who you think who you think as a team, not as a player, as a team scores more on offense? Buffalo or Miami?
Miami.
With Tua,
Miami.
I would take Miami. With Tua.
Miami.
Really? Okay.
Miami will score a lot.
See, I think the opposite is because you guys just busted my point, but it is what it is. That's why we're here, right?
Other than Diggs, who is Josh Allen throwing to? Other than Diggs,
Gabriel Davis.
Yeah, Davis.
Dalton Kennard.
All
They
right,
drafted
but
a tight end in the first
average.
round.
James Cook.
James Cook, you don't know about. Who else? Who's their tight end?
But that's the point. He's throwing
Dalton
to Diggs.
Kennard. They also have
Okay, but look who the Dolphins have. Tua has multiple weapons. He has Tyreek, who we just talked about. He has Waddle. He has Gesicki. He has
agree with you,
a
Mikey.
lot
I
of
agree.
running backs he can throw to. So I mean,
I agree.
he doesn't have Gesicki anymore.
Gesicki's gone.
Oh no,
Goofball.
I'm sorry.
I'm
He's on the
sorry.
Patriots.
But anyway,
He's
that's
on
the
Patriots,
point.
I forgot.
You're talking target share too. You're talking target share. So yeah, I know I asked about the team, but then that gets down to the point: Hill versus Diggs. Miami has more weapons. They're going to spread the ball out more. You know what I mean? Buffalo.
They have a fast team.
You got Diggs. And I love Josh Allen over Tua any day. But Josh Allen's going to run the ball in most of the time too. So I get it. But Buffalo, Diggs has a 32% target share for the touchdowns versus Hill's 24%. So we'll see what's up. All right, number 2 in your hearts and on my sheet, Jamar Chase, average ADP right now. He's going 3rd overall pick in the 1st. Thank you, Doug. See, a man that knows his fantasy football. Doug says
disagree.
1 hit and Tua is out. Tua is on.
Hey, Tua's been taking martial arts, okay? He's been taking martial arts to sustain those head injuries.
Yeah, well, yes.
The only thing is Miami.
Tua can have an MVP season if he stays healthy.
Miami is going to be so
You heard it.
cautious.
You heard it
They're
here.
going to be so cautious with Tua. If they breathe on him the wrong way, they're going to pull him. They're going to be so cautious.
Right. And we're talking fantasy football, so you're taking that chance, right? If they're going to be cautious or if he gets hit.
What's the point of playing football if you're being cautious, man? It's stupid. What's the point? He's been contemplating retirement. Then he's not going to sit on a bench. He should just retire already.
I think when
He was in his 20s.
they put him back in the game after throwing gang signs.
He was contemplating retirement,
He
Jason.
said gang signs.
I just think that they throw him back in a couple times when they probably shouldn't have. And I think that it kind of bit him in the butt because ever since then, they're just way too cautious with him. They'll pull him for 2 games for sneezing.
I don't blame them. I would put Tua back in too. Their backup quarterback last season was dog ass. He sucked. Skylar Thompson.
Yes.
He didn't do jack shit.
Yes. Well, that's what we
said
say.
dog
If he's
ass.
healthy and he
What's
plays,
dog ass?
he's efficient.
I'm telling you, the Dolphins will have a better offense than the Bills.
If
I don't
Tua's
care who's
healthy.
at quarterback.
Only if he's healthy.
If Tua's healthy, yes, I think they will. I think they will 100%.
What you doing, Vince? You got some dust, man?
He's doing coke.
Clean.
I knew it. You're doing some lines on the podcast, bro. It's craziness. Tua's not playing the full season. I agree. I agree.
I beg to differ on that. But.
And that's from the Godfather himself. All right, number 1, we already know.
But that's the same guy that says Dak's going to win a Super Bowl. Carry on.
Don't say his name 3 times. It's like fucking Beetlejuice. He might pop up. Don't say his name. We already said it twice. Justin Jefferson, he's going at some first pick, some second pick in the first round. I think he's going too high. I'm going to be real. But what do you guys feel
Who's
about?
going too high?
Justin Jefferson.
No, he's not going too high. He's going.
He's a beast.
I think he goes first pick in every league unless it's not PPR.
First pick. Oh, hell no.
He will.
That's where he's been going.
He
That's where he's
will.
been going.
He went
1,800 yards, 8 touchdowns in 2022.
Yes, he will go number 1 unless it's not PPR. We got
All
a
right.
question for this. We got a question for Disco D.
What do you say?
Where's your banana split?
Let me explain something to you.
Oh,
This team right here beats the shit out of the Cowboys every time we play them.
Ooh.
Just go in the record books and just
See?
look down the list. We own them. Just like Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears, we own the Cowboys. Remember that.
You look like an inmate.
Now let's go.
Or keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. Justin Jefferson is 26% of the team's touchdowns, 28% of the team's receptions. I want you guys to keep that in mind when we talk about tight ends later and why I'm not so high on Justin Jefferson. And when I say I'm not so high on Justin Jefferson, I want you guys to understand I'm not saying he's a bad player. I'm not saying he's going to suck. I'm not saying he's a bust. I am saying for his draft capital ADP for your league, he's going way too high. I think so.
We got a question from Jimmy D himself. Where do you guys have Calvin Ridley?
I thought we talked
talked
about
about
Calvin
him
Ridley last week, but we can talk about him again.
I love Calvin Ridley.
Can we finish with our number ones
Go
first
ahead.
before we start talking?
All right, go ahead. What do you got to say about Justin Jefferson, Vince? Go ahead. I know you want to say something.
I feel okay. Justin Jefferson is a better PPR option, but if you're playing off pure talent, Jamar Chase is the most talented out of the two. He has better quarterback throwing to him. He doesn't have Kirk Cousins. The Vikings did add wide receiver Jordan Addison. He's still a good receiver. I feel like he's going to take away some of the targets. So Kirk will be throwing some prayers up to Justin Jefferson still. But I like Jamar Chase. But the only thing that worries me about Jamar Chase is there's a bigger receiving core there with T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, facts. I agree with that.
Someone
All right,
said
so
we don't want to hear.
That's fine, Mike. Keep watching that.
We don't want to hear what Vince thinks.
I bet you're cool, man.
Hey, Calvin Ridley. Let's go back to that. Who was that, Doug? Calvin Ridley. I have him.
It was Jimmy.
I have him at number 18.
Yeah.
I have him at number 18 because we haven't seen Calvin Ridley. We haven't really seen Calvin Ridley. I know he's a beast. I know he can be a beast. But I don't know how you guys feel about Calvin Ridley and the Jags. I like the Jags. I really do.
No, I think he'll be really good for the Jags, but he's not top 10.
Him and Kirk together.
I put him at
with ETN. I think
13.
great
I put him at
offense.
13.
They got
I
Kirk.
put Ridley at 13.
They got
Kirk,
Ingram.
Ridley,
They got
and
Ingram, ETN.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're pretty stacked at offense.
No, yeah, they're gonna have a good team, and Ridley's gonna have a good year. You never know what that year off did to him, so we'll just see how it goes.
Facts.
I think he bet on himself to have a good year.
Calvin Ridley, I think he's going. His average ADP is the top of the 4th round.
How many titles
still too
has
high for
Vince
me.
won?
4.
Because
Because people doubt me like you.
Doug-
You want to keep doubting me?
Doug had a question, and I'd like to answer it.
Okay.
Yes, we did lose in 1977. However, I'll take the 3 Super Bowl wins that we had since your last one. Thank you.
We got you guys know Ridley's from Coconut Creek.
Who cares?
OG. All right.
He is an
Let's
OG.
go. And we forget about let's not forget about Zay Jones. Zay Jones is on there too.
Yeah.
So that's a stacked field.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty much stacked field. So you guys want to get into some tight ends right now?
Do you want to do a sleeper and bust for receivers?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
All right.
So let's go through our sleepers and busts for receivers real quick. Go ahead, Vince. You can start us off.
Ooh. So you want to start off with sleeper or do you want to start off with bust for this?
We'll start off with sleeper. Sleeper.
Okay,
and
yeah,
we'll talk
Sleeper
about
wide
bust.
receiver. Are we going with receivers that we're going to draft or a Danny receiver?
Basically, a receiver that may outperform his ADP. You think, he's probably a later round receiver. He's going to outperform his ADP. It doesn't have to be a miraculous, guy, but a guy everyone's sleeping on. You know what I mean? That's going to outperform.
I got to go with. I'm going to go with Amon St. Brown. I know I hated on him earlier, but I feel like Amon St. Brown's has a good quarterback throwing to him and a good offense that's going probably have a lot of points scored against that defense.
Mhm.
So there's going to be a lot of shootout games. He's going to have a lot of targets to rack up. I feel even when Jamison Williams comes back, I feel like Jared Goff is going to have a favorite receiver in Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Mhm.
Rest in peace, Alex Collins.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Alex Collins.
Lauderdale Lakes.
Yeah, R.I.P. man. Put your helmets on those motorcycles and be safe. Look out for motorcycles. All right, what you think, Mikey?
My sleeper, Uncle Danny or Disco D's gonna like this one. I got Jerry Jeudy as my sleeper. Jerry Jeudy is gonna have a breakout year. He's gonna have over 1,200 yards, and he's gonna have a lot of touchdowns. And I think with Russell Wilson is gonna be the Russell Wilson he was in Seattle. He will be back. Jerry Jeudy is gonna win you
Hopefully.
your fantasy leagues.
And on that, I think Sierra messed him up. You know, wasn't he a virgin before? And then he got a little bit, and that just women will just tear your life up. And now look at him. You know?
Oh yeah.
What about you, Danny? Who's your sleeper?
My sleeper, I'm going to go with Dotson out of Washington. I think this could be a breakout year for him.
Mm-hmm.
Fast, elusive, and they don't really have too much to throw to. So I'm going to take him.
Alumni. Penn State alumni right
I'm
there.
with you.
That's right.
I'm with you. For me, it's not really a big surprise, but he's a tier 3 wide receiver. He's going towards the end of the second round. I think he's going to end up a top 10 receiver by the end of the year. And I'm going with Garrett Wilson. I mean, he has Aaron Rodgers. He has a great running core now. He has a decent defense. I think he's going to ball out. I really do. Broward County's repping them receivers, I guess.
Now, as a Broncos fan, I have to say, I'm not high on Jerry Jeudy. He's been with the team a couple years, and he's either hurt.
Why?
Well, how much time you got, buddy? He drops everything. He reminds me of Demaryius Thomas later in his career. Drops everything. He's wide open, drops it. He just drove me nuts. If he could just catch the ball, he's fast. He could be great. But damn, he drops that damn ball all the time.
Look at his targets
and look at his receptions. Look at his targets and look at his receptions. Look at the gap.
He did catch a touchdown in that preseason game. Just saying.
Stop living in preseason.
I'm just saying. First of all, you guys have no line. I watched that preseason game. You guys are terrible with your starting offense.
If I remember correctly,
Jeudy,
I think the Lions went undefeated in preseason and then went 0-16 in the regular season.
I'm just saying, y'all did not look good except Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy looked like he was really good.
Come on, it's all vanilla offense.
I'm rooting for you guys.
Hey,
I'm rooting for
what's that saying? What's that saying? If you guys can name the movie, there's nothing in life worse than wasted talent.
Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
Let's go.
My boy. Favorite movie right there. Well, let me finish my thought about Wilson. What is he? 20? He's 23 years old. 23 years old. Look, listen. Wilson's stats, right? He's 41% of the receiver points, 24% of the receptions, and this is last year without Rodgers. Almost 30% of the team's touchdowns. I think he's going to ball out. I really do. I think this is going to be his year. He's going to break the top 10 easily. All right, Vince, who you got for bust this year? And bust doesn't mean they suck. Doesn't mean they're not going to do good. Bust for fantasy football terms means they're really high in the ADP. They're going very high draft capital, but they're not going to end the year there. Their stats are not going to end the year there.
Christian Watson. He's awful. I don't know why he's getting drafted so high. I think he's ranked as like the 16th wide receiver. He's ranked number 16, which is way too high for Jordan Love throwing to him. He only did good last year because Aaron Rodgers was his quarterback. That's why. I mean, Romeo Doubs had the same basically production in the first few games, but then Romeo Doubs got injured and he got phased out. I feel like Christian Watson is a stay away candidate. I'd stay away from Christian Watson. I would not touch him.
Yeah, I hear you.
My bust
you, Mikey?
is Cooper Kupp. Let me tell you why.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Let me tell you why. Because I don't trust the hamstring, and I do not trust that garbage offense that he is on right now. I don't think he's going to produce like other things. I don't think he's going to do the Triple Crown or whatever that nonsense. I think he will be hurt almost the whole season because of that hamstring injury that he did in training camp, because those never go away. Look at Keenan Allen. Look at Keenan Allen last year.
You make a good point. Those hamstrings ain't right.
All right.
Cornhole.
Well,
2019 champ.
you stole my thunder because Keenan Allen is my bust. He's pretty much my age, and they have him ranked as like a top 15 receiver, which I don't understand at this point. But I think he's just going to have an off year this year.
I mean, Keenan Allen is a constant producer when he's healthy, but when he's healthy.
He's not going to be – I don't think he'll be top 15. I mean, they got him ranked pretty high.
No, they do. They do. Keenan Allen's going right now at the top of the 4th round, average ADP between, so that's too high for me. That's too high.
What do you guys think about Tank Dell?
We love Tank Dell.
Tank Dell.
Tank Dell. He's
That's a good
legend
point.
in the family. He's a legend.
Now, I have a funny story about Tank Dell.
Go ahead.
I think 2 of these people here were there. So Tank Dell played for Houston. We went to a USF game, and we had tickets literally at the tunnel. 3rd row, maybe 2nd row. We were beating the shit out of them. They were ranked, I don't know, they were ranked pretty high.
I think they were ranked like 20.
Had 1 win. So I was talking mad shit as they were running in into the tunnel at halftime. And I actually have a video of that, which I have to find. But we just kept jawing back and forth. I was saying he's trash and all that. And then he comes out after halftime, and he passes me with the team. And then he thinks to himself, wait a minute. He looks back at me, and he just goes like this. Like, just watch. That motherfucker, he must have had about 130, 140 yards in the second half, a couple touchdowns, and they beat the shit out of us. And they wanted me to stay so he can talk shit to me after the game. But I left. I was a
He
coward.
bolted out of there like a little kid. Like he was scared of Tank Dell.
You coward.
It was fun though. I was a little drunk.
We got a couple questions. We got a couple questions in the chat.
All right.
The GOAT wants to know, when is the live draft? We got to schedule this.
Okay, we're going to do our draft on September 5th, which is a Tuesday, so it'd be the same time, probably same stream. I want to say it's going to be at 8:30, but it's not for sure yet. We do need I think we are inviting 4 guests onto the show. If you're interested in joining, Mike's going to drop his email in the comments. So just send your application, send your info to that email, and we can get you set up.
Facts. Now, did we decide we're doing? Are we doing 12 teams?
We're doing 12. We're doing 12.
We're doing 12.
12 people.
Vince wants to do 12.
We're doing 12. And we also got a question. It was here it is. When do you guys want to do a mock draft?
So I think the mock draft maybe next week. How do you guys feel about it? Just
I'll do a mock draft next week.
Yeah, quick. We could do just us 4. Everything else will be simulated, and we'll do maybe like the first 3-4 rounds, just so people can see how it's moving. Who you need to draft, and let them know that we know what we're talking about. We know what we're talking about because again, you got to play the ADP. You got to play the ADP. It's not about who you love. It's not about who you think is going to ball out. It's the ADP.
True. Yes.
Hey, Ramon, the Cowboys suck.
It's Raymond.
Last time we won a Super Bowl.
It's Raymond.
Jesus.
All of a sudden, Vince has an accent. Ramon.
I thought it was Ramon, okay?
It's Raymond. It's Raymond. I think it's Raymond.
Why is it going to be Raymond?
I'm sorry, Raymond.
Huh?
Why can't it be Raymond?
What are you saying, Ramon or Raymond?
Live draft is on the Tuesday. It's gonna be the 5th, September 5th. Doug, I better see you DM Mike Tag, man. Don't be dodging me. Don't be dodging me. I know you're scared.
Man. I can't wait for Doug and Vince
I know you're scared,
on
man.
the fantasy.
We gotta have a Doug and Vince on the show. We have to.
Make sure it's the same division.
Yes, it'll be a rivalry.
I would love that. Let's get into tight ends real quick. We're about 45 minutes in. Time flies when you're having fun. So here, interesting stats I put up on some tight ends, but we know Travis Kelce right now, he's going average the middle of the first round. I mean, I guess we all know. Is that a good place for him? What do you guys feel about Kelsey? Is he worth the first round pick?
Yes.
100% worth the first round.
100% worth it.
All right. So let's pull up his quick stats I did for this episode. Travis Kelsey, I mean, you can see he's a man amongst children. 1,400 yards, 1,300, 12 touchdowns. Fantasy points per game is 18.6. So this is interesting, right? Reception percentage, that's of the whole team. It's 25% of TDs for the whole team is 29.3. That's insane for a tight end. That's insane for a tight end. Doug said I'm there, bro. Doug said, Vince, get ready. I'm gonna whip your ass.
Vince, you got to get ready. You but make sure you're studying.
Oh yeah, Doug's gonna draft Des Bryant in the first round.
And Jerry Rice.
Remember what I told you guys. Remember what I said about Justin Jefferson. Where is he at? Justin Jefferson, all right. He's 28.6 reception percentage. So that percentage of the whole team, Justin Jefferson's 28.6 receptions, 26.7% TDs for the whole team. Look at Kelsey. Look at Kittle. I mean, they're balling out. Pitts. I had to put the top 10. Pitts. I mean, again,
Pitts hasn't done anything to be on this list.
Right.
Pitts is shit. He's trash. Dude, you know what team he plays on, right?
1 year wonder.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that for the folks at home. Again, Pitts is a player. Pitts is a player, but it's about where they're going to finish, what they're going to do for your fantasy squad, and what has he done?
And who's throwing to him?
He didn't even do anything last year. It was a big
Desmond Ridder.
disappointment.
Hey, and the report, right, and the reports out of camp is Pitts is doing people up on the routes, but they can't get the ball to him. I mean, that's straight camp reporting, and that's probably what you're going to see in the games. That's literally camp reporting.
He's upset. He is upset. Very upset.
I agree.
Jim, you got to understand. I think Kyle Pitts will be better than he was last year. You just don't know because I think Bijan will help get him. I don't know because Bijan might take the ball from him. I don't know how much the Falcons are going to run the ball this year, but
they're going to run it a lot.
I don't know. They're going to run it a lot with Bijan.
Also understand, Jimmy, this is 2022 stats sorted by fantasy points per game. So obviously Pitts wasn't even over 9 points a game.
It sucks.
Pitts wasn't here.
Yeah, is so. If you look, I sorted it fantasy points per game in 2022, and then
I do see a tight end that went to Vince's high school and my son's high school. Tyler Higbee.
That's my sleeper. Let's go.
Tyler Higbee.
If you don't have a tight end in the last few rounds, please draft Tyler Higbee.
Nothing
against who's throwing the football. I don't care if it's Stetson Bennett. I'm taking Tyler Higbee late if I do not have a tight end.
I love
your sleeper.
I don't know why David. Yes, he's my sleeper. David Njoku is getting drafted way too high. First off, Matt Freiermuth is getting drafted way too high. I don't know why Tyler Higbee is falling in so many drafts. I'm going to mock
do not mention David
Njoku. I'm going to mock on fantasy sleepers. It's crazy to me how no one is drafting this guy.
This goes to my next point. And this has nothing to do with Tyler Higbee, talented player, good guy. I am so sick of hearing about him living in Florida because all of a sudden this guy is making it on the ESPN, and all of a sudden everyone's known him. All these females, oh yeah, we were best friends, and I'm so sick of hearing about him. I'm really so sick of hearing about him. Right now, Tyler Higbee last year, let's see, he was 18% of the team's touchdowns. 18%. All right, 18%. But if you're saying is that your sleeper, Vince? Is that your sleeper? You're saying?
Is that your
Tyler
sleeper?
Higbee's my sleeper.
Higbee?
Yes.
His average ADP is in the 12th round, so I guess.
Who else are you drafting in the 12th round? Please tell me. Who are you drafting in the 12th? If you don't have a tight end, if you're drafting Zach Ertz or Dallas Goedert, I mean, if you miss out on any of those top, 4 tight ends?
I'm taking Njoku over him.
I'll wait. You're insane.
I'm taking Njoku over him.
I like Njoku.
He's awful.
How is he awful?
I don't give a damn.
Hey,
who the hell is throwing the ball to him?
He has Watson throwing to him.
I don't give a rat's ass if Deshaun Watson's throwing to him. He sucks.
Did you see Deshaun Watson last year?
Down.
Oh my God.
He's got a better. I mean, Elijah Moore is. Dave, please don't draft David Njoku. Draft him, please.
When is Watson going to play?
Njoku is my sleeper. He's playing week 1.
You got to be
week
sleeping
one?
to draft
Yeah,
him.
he's not. He's healthy. He's good.
Okay.
What is
David
David
Njoku
Njoku
is my
done?
sleeper.
He's never done anything special. He's just been an average, lottie-dottie tight end who hasn't done jack shit.
Why are you so mad? You're so mad right now.
Because he
He's
likes
an
Higbee.
angry
Your
little
face is
munchkin.
red.
He likes Higbee. So let's go through this real quick. Look,
At
Travis
least I have a
Kelce,
perm, Mikey. Be quiet, man.
big
Come
perm,
on,
big
let me
worm.
let me spend $200 to get my hair curled.
Hey,
Not true.
hey, I
My
want to
face
ask
is red. Look
Mike.
at your face.
I want to ask Mike Tagg to join the show when he gets a minute because I'd like to hear about Ferguson.
No, Jake Ferguson is going to be a good.
Because I think he's going to be a
I
good
think
tight
he's
end for them as well. And
I think he's going to be the starter. He's going to be the starter.
You know a tight end I think is going to really exceed is Andrews.
Oh, Mark Andrews.
I want a piece of you, Mike.
They
Whoever
got
Mike
Odell.
is.
I think that's going to open him up for so many additional.
Oh, I'll give you a piece of me, Mike.
Are you talking about Mark Andrews? I think he's
Yes.
the second best. I think he's the second best tight end in
I
fantasy.
agree.
I think
Yeah.
because he was ranked pretty high.
Look at it.
They got him
20.
at 4 right now, but I think he is number 2 right.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a number 2 tight end. His average ADP is going in
Absolutely.
the top of the third.
Kelsey's clear number 1. Clear number 1.
27% reception percentage
They're
share
saying
of the
Mark
team
Andrews
and
is a
TDs.
reach.
No, I don't know about
What?
that. Mark
Nah,
Andrews is a beast, and they're working on Lamar throwing more. They're working on it, so we'll
He's
see.
a pocket
Odell,
passer now, guys.
Odell's going to open up him and Zay Flowers are going to open up a lot for Mark Andrews.
Odell's
He's
older
gonna
than
get a lot of
Danny.
targets.
Yeah, but still, you got to
Target.
respect Odell. Teams will respect Odell. I don't care who you are. Teams are going to respect Odell. They really are.
Odell's 30 years old.
And he's
Still-
old.
he still
That's
got
old
it.
for a wide receiver.
How-
What wide receiver has done good over 30 years old? Other than Randy Moss.
I was going to say Moss.
Rice? Did Rice do good in his 30s? Or no?
Rice was on
Or was it
what was on the Raiders at 30 years old? If that tells you a lot about him, that there you go. That's all you need to know. He's on the freaking Raiders, man. They all stink after 30, unless you're like a Hall of Fame receiver.
I'm trying to think because there's a lot
Yeah,
of
think,
people.
because you're not going to think of anyone.
Well,
Your
look,
hair's
this
too
is
tight.
for Jimmy G. Kyle Pitts
Vince,
is
turn
going in
the
the top
lights
in the
on.
end of the 5th round. Is that too high to grab Pitts in the 5th round?
Wait, I'm not taking.
No, don't take Pitts. Don't take Pitts. Point period blank.
Yeah,
And if you have a problem with that, I want to see Mike at the Cowboy tailgate
I agree.
because
Now,
he
Pitts
wants a
is-
piece of Vince.
I would take Pitts if I had to.
Yeah,
If
There's
there
nobody
were
left.
no good other tight ends, I would take Pitts. But
You're
right.
delusional.
No, I'm with
No.
you. I'm with you. Who you guys have as so let's go around.
Vince says no.
Has no upper lip.
All right. All right, I can say something right now, but I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, don't let him get to you, Vince.
Save it,
Don't let
save
him
it
get
for
to
the
I'ma be
you.
tailgate,
nice.
Vince.
I'ma be
Save it
nice.
for the tailgate.
Yeah, he's gonna meet my 2 friends.
All right, TJ Hawkinson, Dallas Goddard, Kyle Pitts, Pat Freiermuth. Can't even say it. How you guys feel about Pat Freiermuth?
He is my tight end
Yawn.
for my 14-man league. I like him this year.
He's going in the 7th round.
That's right.
Danny, what
lose.
team does he play for?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, I said Danny.
Oh my God.
Oh, you suck, Mikey. Oh,
My bad. My bad.
I mean, who else does Pittsburgh have? Who are their weapons? Who are they throwing to?
George Pickens,
George
Deontay
Pickens,
Johnson.
Najee
Are you kidding me?
Deontay.
It's all right. It's all
You said,
right.
that's not-
Najee
who do the
Harris.
Giants have?
I'll tell you who the Giants have. That's gonna be my next sleeper. I will put it on this podcast right now. Darren Waller will shit on Higbee.
Darren
Will
Waller.
shit on Freiermuth this
I
year.
agree. I like Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, the Giant. He is
David
their
Njoku
number
will
one
be better
receiver.
than Waller. David
He's gotta
Njoku
be
will
healthy.
better than Waller.
You're insane. David Njoku is not going to be better than Darren Waller.
No, he's not gonna be better.
Stop.
He is the
What?
Giants' number one receiver. He will be the Giants' number
would
one
be on this
receiver.
list if he didn't get hurt.
He would
Facts.
be. I agree. He would be. I'm just kidding.
Facts.
But
He's
yeah.
gonna be. He's gonna be
It's
top
just funny
10.
seeing Vince get mad.
Waller's gonna be top 10, and so that goes to my fantasy sleeper, and he's a sleeper because his stats from last year are not going to show it.
That's all you
He's-
got, though. Who else do you have?
Exactly. Darius Slayton.
Well, that's
Isaiah
going to be the
Hodgson?
problem. That's going
Paris
to be a
Campbell?
problem for him. That's gonna be
Harris
a problem
Campbell.
for
He's
him.
still alive?
I think so.
That's going to be a problem for Waller though, because they're probably going to double Waller because the Giants have no other receivers. Now, Hyatt might be the starter. I don't know how he's doing in camp. It seemed like he was doing good. I don't know how he did in his first
I
preseason
think. Well,
game,
you gotta think Waller as a tight end. He's going to go up against linebackers essentially, right? And then
Not
you got-
necessarily.
It
No,
depends.
not, I mean,
Depends
Like
on the scheme.
we used to put Champ Bailey on. I want to say it was Gronk. We used to shut his ass down. We used to put our best corner on him because that's all they had.
I get it, but then you sleep on Barkley. Not Barkley. I'm sorry. You sleep on Darius Slayton. Slayton's not a terrible receiver. He is not a terrible receiver. He is not a terrible receiver. He's not a tier 1. But you put your best player on Waller. That's going to open it up. Slayton's going to do some dirt.
we got Pitts is a bust. Jimmy
Pitts is a
still
bust.
thinks Pitts.
We're also
Pitts
not
would
talking
be
about
if
Dalton
he wasn't
Kincaid.
hurt. Jake Ferguson,
like
I think
Kincaid.
he's going to get slept on.
What about Bubba Kincaid? Anybody know about him?
I think.
All right, we're talking about Dalton
Jake
Kincaid,
Ferguson's
okay,
gonna get
Danny?
that.
Be quiet.
Go
Your
ahead,
commentary
Vince.
is not ready yet.
Go ahead, Vince. What you got on Kincaid?
I like Dalton Kincaid because he's on the Bills' offense, and I feel like he could shine.
Is he
Yeah.
is he the starter
He's getting,
over Knox?
yes, he's gonna be the starter. He's getting all the catches in camp. I've read the reports. I haven't watched them. I just
All
read
right.
it. I'm not
What
gonna
about
lie.
Dalton Schultz?
Bust.
Toilet paper.
Yeah.
Garbage. He's on the Texans.
Oh.
Oh, now you know
No
what team
bueno.
somebody's on?
He saved you,
Who saved who?
Mikey. I'm not going at you.
Oh.
Just your hair.
I thought you were.
Don't get all mad with me.
I'm not.
Well, listen, we're talking, just for the people at home, we're talking 12-man leagues, PPR. These guys got the target share. These guys got the fantasy points per game. Evan Ingram got paid. He got paid to be on the Jags.
He's solid.
He's gonna be solid.
He just won't get the receptions because they just have so much offensive weapons.
Right. And there lies a problem with that. So you got Kelsey, Andrews, Waller, Pitts, and Hawkinson. Right now, your top 5 according to ADP. Dallas Goedert. Let's see, 11 points per game, 22% reception share. It's not terrible.
He's gonna get taken.
He's got
gonna get
activated.
taken. I think round 3 or 4. I think.
Right
Dallas
now, his
Goedert
average
will go.
ADP is a 6 right now for Dallas. But so who's you guys? Let's go through sleeper and bust for tight ends. If you're in a league that drafts tight ends or your WRT spot, whatever, you can't leave the tight ends out. I don't know what league leaves tight ends out. I mean, just so much talent. You know what I mean? So, how do you guys feeling about tight ends? Who's your sleeper and who's your bust? Go ahead, Vince. Why don't you start us off?
To answer your question, yes, he was on 1st and 10. My sleeper.
Hey, Claudio, real quick. This list is from 2022. So Waller, his
Got
stats.
hurt.
My sleeper is Noah Fant with the Seahawks. I know Vince is putting his head down. I don't know what he's doing down there, but anyway.
Because you interrupted me.
I do like Noah
Why do you think
Fant.
I'm first when Kelly K9 says our names?
Shut your
Why do you
face.
think I'm first
Shut
and
up.
you're not?
Anyway, I like Noah Fant, and my bust will be any Bronco tight end. Do not draft any of them.
Oh, go ahead, Vince.
What about Dulcich?
What did I just say?
He said, "Don't take him." Vince, go ahead.
I feel like he's good. I already said my sleeper in
He said Higbee.
Higbee.
He's a top 10 tight end is your sleeper.
He's not.
He's not top 10 right now. Well, he's
Nah,
close.
he's not top
No,
10.
he's
right,
dumb,
close.
stupid, or
He's a top
dumb.
10 tight end. What are you nuts?
No, he.
Stop.
He's like he's 12.
He was a Pro
He's
Bowler. What are you
12.
talking
He's
about?
12, stupid ass.
You dumbass. You don't
He's
know
12.
shit.
He's 12.
Don't
Look it
say
up.
you're
You don't know
boss.
shit.
Go ahead. Who's your bust, Vince?
The
Who's your
Broncos don't
bust?
even wear the uniform anymore, you
Shut
dumbass.
up, you fake fan.
Who's your bust, Vince? Who's your bust?
George Kittle.
Looking all goth.
Yeah, that's facts. What? And why do you say George Kittle's a bust? Too many weapons?
This could fit in my car, Danny.
All right, Marilyn Manson.
Why is he your bust, Vince?
He's because I feel like he's injury prone. He's always injured. He's old, and I feel like he's gonna get phased out pretty soon.
I agree. What about you,
My
Mikey?
sleeper is well, I already said David Njoku is my sleeper. I think him and Wante are gonna have an elite connection. I think, especially with Cooper and Elijah Moore, I think it's just gonna open a lot of receptions for David Njoku. And my bust is also George Kittle. I never take George Kittle. I never have. I never will. He's always injury prone. He's either with a hamstring or just a shoulder or something. He's just always hurt, and he's inconsistent.
Yeah, facts. Well, I already told you guys my sleeper. My sleeper this year is Darren Waller. He's going to be the Giants' #1 receiver, no doubt about it. If Barkley stays healthy, he just helps that. Higbee's the worst tight end in the NFL, says Mike. But
Vince must donate.
Vince must donate. Probably got to let Mike in the league. And I think the consensus.
Hey, Mike, I better see a message sent to Mike Tag at Cowboys.
Get in on the league.
All right.
Everyone's going to put up or shut up in this league.
I'm going to have your face like pinned up on my wall, just waiting to play you every single time I play you. We should play twice if we're playing standard leagues. And if you even make the playoffs, don't even get me started. You don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I can't wait. So I'm definitely going to get Mike and Doug in this league.
No, we got to get them both.
Yeah, Mike Tag's talking. Mike Tag. Hey, Mike Tag. How'd that L feel last year? Weren't you in my league? Weren't you in my league? Am I missing something? Didn't you lose to me? And I won the championship last year.
He was.
Mikey was in that league. And Danny was in that league.
I won the year before. So what?
Wait till this league.
Wait till this league, because Big Daddy's in this league now. Wait till this league. Wait till this league. Well, anyway, listen. I think the consensus here is George Kittle.
You wish you had your face on my wall.
Listen,
you don't even have a profile picture because you're so ugly.
Y'all keep messing with Vince. He's gonna blow a gasket. Let's wrap this up. Look, George Kittle's our consensus bust. That guy is too.
Hey, how did you know his boyfriend's name? His name is Gasket.
Can't get Danny anywhere. Look, too many weapons, injury prone. It is what it is. George Kittle's going to be a bust this year. He's going way too high. When we say bust, he's going way too high. He's going to middle of the 4th round. That's way too high for me for George Kittle. Grab Darren Waller. Darren Waller is going to be your top. I would venture to say top 5.
Y'all all copy my response.
What are you talking about? Because it's obvious. I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious.
Teams.
Oh, let's do something new, like Higbee's top 10.
Cares if you say it 3 times.
Can you back your face away
Listen,
from the camera, Vince?
Come back next week for the mock draft. Watch Vince blow a gasket, and it is what it is. Mikey,
at least I'm not going to copycat off everyone.
Mikey, let's take it out.
Hey, Vince. Hey, just so everybody knows, Vince is a huge Wander Franco fan. That's all we have to know. That's all we have to know.
That's all we have to know.
Where's all your posts?
I took them down, okay?
Exactly.
I can't get into it. Wander Franco? Why? Why Wander Franco? He hurt my heart. He hurts my heart. He ruined a whole franchise. The Rays franchise ruined.
Poor Vinny Mac.
Dude, I took all my posters down. I had to take it's all in storage now. I can't look at it anymore. Just
very
sad.
upsetting.
Hey, mock draft next week, folks. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe. See you guys. Love you guys. Mikey.
Hey, one more thing. Cowboys fans. Hey,
go ahead.
Cowboys fans. Dez didn't catch it. That's all I gotta say. Good night.
Oh my God.
Here we go.